Apparently, I've got control issues, or is it trust issues? I don't know exactly what it is. I'm really just self-diagnosing, but I don't want somebody telling me what to do, especially when I'm on vacation. The question always comes up about whether you're better off planning your own cruise or using a travel agent, or as Virgin calls it, a first mate. Hear me out. I think I found the perfect solution. Ahoy, sailors. My name is Rob, and I'm here to tackle Virgin Voyages one topic at a time. Welcome to OVT. I guess I could sit back and let a professional do all the work, but they don't know me as well as I know me. And if I'm being completely honest, I actually enjoy the process of researching my cruise vacations, looking at the ships, the itineraries, the dates and prices, seeing what's going on in each of the ports during the sailings, and then going through tons of feedback and reviews on all the different excursions. Yeah, okay, maybe it is control issues. First mates are a great resource, don't get me wrong. Nobody knows the cruise line or the ships or the ports better than they do. They can give you advice, they can share their personal insights because they get feedback from their clients all the time about what they loved and what they found disappointing. And more importantly, they cruise a ton themselves. I was talking to my first mate recently, and she told me that she sailed in almost every single cabin category, from solo cabins and insider cabins all the way up to rockstar suites. High floors, low floors, central cabins, up front, in the back of the ship. I know that she'll always have an answer to any question that I can think of. If you give them a good brief, they'll build a package that you'll love. And that's especially helpful if you're not like me and you just want a great cruise with almost zero work. Have you sailed on Virgin or any other cruise line? Have you used an agent? Was your experience positive? Was it negative? I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below, and while we're paused, please take a second to hit that like button. And if you're enjoying my videos, also hit the subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my new episodes. Thank you in advance. Another huge perk is that the first mates sometimes have access to promotions that aren't available to the public. These could be things like cabin upgrades, onboard credit, or as Virgin calls it, sailor loot, or even cheaper pricing at times. And most of them are going to do a price check for you just a few days before your final payment is due. They'll see if pricing is improved or if any new promotional offers like extra bar tab have popped up. These things do happen, and your first mate will be on the lookout for them. And finally, you can't undervalue their support once you're booked. If something goes wrong, like an illness or a flight delay, your first mate is there to advocate on your behalf, saving you time and also saving you tons of stress. You make one phone call and they're on it for you. On the flip side, in all honesty, if you don't have a solid brief, it becomes harder for them to build your ideal cruise. They'll ask you some great questions, but sometimes I don't have details to share, like exact dates or even the length of the cruise. Sometimes I just really want the best price so that I can get away more often. In that case, I'll just go online and I'll search the cruises that are available around the rough dates to see what pops up. We sailed on January 5th a few months ago. Why January 5th? Well, really only because the sailings before that and after that were about $1,000 more. There must have been something about post-New Year's timing that affected the price. Because we were open and flexible, I found a bit of a gem. Also, because I worried that that price was an error, I was able to book it right away. I remember I was surfing through sailings in bed. It was around midnight. I didn't want to risk waiting until morning in order to contact my first mate. I'm sure she likes me as a client, but I don't think we've quite gotten to the stage of taking my calls at midnight. When booking direct, you have the ability to commit 24/7. So what did I miss out by doing this? Well, I definitely missed out on a little bit of sailor loot. I also missed out on a huge experience perk at the time. Although first mates currently don't have access to these, I'm hoping they do come back. The one that I missed the most is being able to book all of the eateries 60 days prior to sailing instead of 45 days prior. When you get this perk, you can pretty much choose where you want to eat at whatever time you'd like every night of your cruise. And as of now, only rock stars and mega rock stars get this perk. Which brings me to the perfect solution that I alluded to earlier. It's really the best of both worlds for cruisers who enjoy the planning process, and it's typically what I do. Do the researching, do the planning yourself. See what sailings are available when you're open to cruise. Look at all of the itineraries. Decide which appeals to you the most. Check out the cabin types and the pricing and decide exactly what it is that you want to book. And then call your first mate. Give them all the details and see if they're able to beat the price or if they're able to add perks that you can't get on your own. Even in the rare case when they can't, you'll still have the peace of mind of knowing that you've got somebody on your team for any issues that arise, or even just for questions that you have down the road, like when you're looking at different excursion options or deciding on which port is best to stay on the ship, because honestly, who doesn't love an empty pool deck? I guess the summary is that first mates are pretty great. even if you're a control freak like me, and especially if you're new to Virgin or if you just prefer when the experts do all of the work for you. Well, that's booking direct versus booking through an agent, and that's my one Virgin topic for today. Do you have any other questions? Any other topics you'd like to hear about? Leave me a message below. And if you're wondering about what adults only cruising is really all about, I've put this video up here just for you. And until next time, ahoy sailor.